Hey Killian, this is Sean. Just taking a look at your expression animation. Some really cool stuff going on in there. Yeah, especially all this in here. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Some subtlety. There's some lip stuff. This reaction is really good. You know, the pupils moving down. I like it. Even the start's working pretty well. There's like multiple blinks. You're like, what is going on? And the eyes is kind of darting around. So yeah, good job, man. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Some stuff I think that is the most noticeable that I first noticed was like right in here, where like something strange is going on with the eyes. I might not have the eye disappear as much, and if you could probably keep some of the roll, but like kind of ease into the roll. I would probably just keep the eye tracking on the target, and then the eyebrows feel a little bit strange here. I'm not really sure what you're going for, but other than that, I think this is a pretty cool animation. So here's your reference. So your reference, I like this face a lot. I like how like down your eyebrows are and like confused and just generally disgusted the face is. That's not really reading so well here. If you want to change your expression, that's fine, but I suggest going and grabbing a new reference for this new pose, because it just looks a lot different from what's in your reference. So I'm going to just kind of gloss over that one. The other thing I was noticing, I always like to start anims at the start and just work my way through. There's some really cool stuff. Oh, also, I'm starting to use Keyframe Pro to like review animations. This is similar to VLC, but it lets me go backwards and it gives me a cool little counter, so I can just tell really easily. It's 30 frames a second that this animation is 250 frames. But this is in the start of your animation. But so if I just mouse through this, there's some cool stuff happening. There's like maybe 1, 2, 3 frames of eyebrow move, and then it like holds on the eyebrow move, and then the eyebrows are down for like 1, 2, 3, and then the eyes start going up, and then like I'm noticing the eyes start to open just before the eyebrows, and then the eyebrows start moving up. So there's a lot of neat stuff happening on this take, where even the eye, I think, squints a little and then goes up like in anticipation. What? And then also, watch your blink. This happens in people a lot, especially when they're in shock, is you're so focused on the target, the eye doesn't actually blink all the way. It's like a half blink. I first noticed this in Bolt, because for some reason in the Disney movie about the dog, they did a lot of half blinks in the movie, and it just started making me think about it. But yeah, here in your reference, your eye doesn't actually blink all the way. So I would get that into your animation. I mean, and it looks like you added an extra blink to add some animation into the sequence. And then you're also changing eye direction, so you're having him go, what? Huh? In this case, because you're doing an eye direction change, you might want to like dart the eyes. I wonder if I can get my face in here. You might want to like look down and then look down, you know, because in your reference you're already looking and you're like, whoa. But I think you might want to go like, huh? Oh? You know. Or you just have them look down the whole time. Either way is fine. But for sure in your reference, I'd get that short little down bit in there because it's cool. It helps. The eyebrows don't actually move that far up. You know, when your eyebrows go up, they don't really move that far, but if you go down and then up, it ends up feeling like pretty extreme. So that was cool, part of your reference. And then like the eyebrows go up and then jump back down for a sec, and then you do like a half blink, and everything in the face is kind of related. So as the eyebrows are going up, your blink widens, and then your blink kind of stops widening, and then the eyebrows keep going, and then the eyebrows start going back down, and just before the eyebrows stop, the top of your eyelid starts to move, and it's almost like they're trading. They're going, okay, eyebrow, okay, now I go, and then you're like taking turns, and it just goes right into a blink. And then the eyebrows start moving down from the up position, and they almost bounce if you look at it. This is why I love using reference. They almost bounce, and then the eyebrows aren't in sync either. Like the left eyebrow is a little bit off sync from the right. Look at this. So you see that kind of switch. They're almost doing like this wave thing as they go down. They kind of go, you know, whoosh. They do one of those. So if you work that kind of thing into your animation, you end up having a much stronger animation in the end. Yeah, because you're mostly just having the eyebrows come straight down. I mean, it's a cool pose, but if you did that same wave thing and you built a little bit of extra bounce in there, I think you start getting a really high quality looking animation. Look at the wind hit your hair. Nice. Okay, and then you're going, what is that? Like almost you're reading something, like you're inspecting it. Let's see what happens on the animation over here. That's the reading. So there's almost like missing a stage in between the reading and the surprise. There's almost like in your reference, you're going through like this like middle piece. It's almost like a transition pose. Your nose like flares up. Let's see if you're doing that. I think you're kind of doing it. Yeah, I would get that flare in there. And then the take on the way back. The take in your animation, you go. Oh, you even do this. You even go right into this. Look at your head back up. Look at that. It's cool. So your whole face squinches up. You're like, ew, what is that smell? And then you like focused. And then I think what makes it funny is you're holding eye contact the whole time. And then you're even like, you're breathing in, and it's like there's a breathe out right there. You're like, ew, ah. The extra jaw move, that's nice. And then there's a blink that comes with the jaw move. Good acting, sir. Yeah, you got some of that going on. And you're kind of making up stuff as you're going, but that's sort of like there's something missing in this section, and then you can add a lot more detail into this by following your reference, and then you can do a little settle thing right here to kind of close your anim down with some style if you wanted. The other thing that stood out to me was the body move part of it. When I first watched this, I know the animation's not really. Oh, this assignment wasn't really about the body, but I think what I noticed the most was this. Like it looks like you're intentionally slamming into the back position, but you can probably just overshoot that a little bit. So I just middle moused over, go to Mr. Graph Editor. Find the rotation. Nope. This the one. And you could just overshoot it. Sometimes I even like to settle into place a little bit. So the back kind of goes slam. No. Anyway, play around with that. The robot's here. My Roomba is cleaning the house. But that sort of covers it. Covers all the basics. Alright, dude, if you work on this, send it back in. I'll give it some more notes. Good luck.